Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege and pleasure meeting you once again this wonderful morning. I think we will continue our subject of discussion which we have taken up. So, in the context of theory of happiness, we have been analyzing the various kind of situations and the various kind of ways our mind is processing informations and so on. So I just want to introduce one more interesting analysis. That is, we spoke about conditioning in the previous sessions. So just to quickly recap, conditioning is nothing but we have all born as a plain simple floppy disk or probably a memory disk, and then of course there are a lot of informations have been incorporated in our mind, and then that ultimately created a repository of information. There's an interesting way we can analyze this. Although Vedic literatures are saying, Vedic seers are also saying that we carry some kind of a tendencies from our previous birth. For example, I have 4 grandchildren of less than 10 years old. So each one of them have got a different characteristics, different way of behaving under the same circumstances. So why there is so much of difference between one child and another child even at the very early stage of their life? That is because there is some kind of a transformation happening. That means when the child is born, there is certain amount of information that is already stored in somewhere in the part of their being. Let's not discuss now how this is being carried and whether it is in a tangible form or an intangible form, how this gets incorporated in the human brain as a child, and why the infant is not very evident to show that it has got a stored information. It's all very difficult to discuss as of now. Going forward, it will become much more clearer that these things are not a kind of an empty, kind of information that the Vedic seers have said. So it is very evident from by experiments as well as by the way in which that we see people behaving. So there is a stored information with which we are all born. So just for the sake of deeper understanding, so we have got a conscious mind, we have got a subconscious mind. For the sake of simplicity, let us understand the difference between a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. A conscious mind is something by which we are able to see and experience this world through our 5 senses. So that means whether we are sleeping or whether we are awake, we are really conscious of something. Probably in the waking state of consciousness, we are conscious of what's happening around us in our life, and then constantly the 5 senses are bombarding informations in our mind, and the mind is constantly responding with its own kind of emotions. So the conscious mind is nothing but like a screen in a movie theater where there are a lot of lights and shadows are being projected, by which we are really seeing something is happening, and then we get some attachment with the movie scenes and the various aspects that is going on. In the same way, our conscious mind is nothing but by situations of our waking state where we are able to see what's happening. So a subconscious mind is very important to understand that whatever that the conscious mind is processing in terms of its own thoughts, every thought that our mind is processing is stored in some intrinsic form in our subconscious mind. This is happening in an unconscious state that we don't even come to know. For example, when we are constantly processing a negative thought, or something bad is going to happen, and then we see something in the television all the time, some kind of calamities and various kind of natural disasters and so on and so forth. So every thought that is being processed in the conscious mind is getting sunk into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind has got nothing to evaluate whether it's a right information or a wrong information. And it continues to store that in some particular form. So all that thoughts that are coming in our mind are all the manifestation of what is happening from the subconscious mind. So in other words, we have seen that the entire information that we have gathered during the course of this life, which we called it as conditioning, that right from the childhood we have been given certain informations by the various sources, essentially the parents and then the school and the society and so on. They have all been being processed in our mind, and then these are all becoming a mental map. That's what we have seen. And then the thoughts keep on coming based on what is the content of our subconscious mind as well as the conditioning. Why are we discussing this in the context of theory of happiness is, most of our actions in life are just a manifestation of these so-called informations that are stored in our subconscious mind. So that means whatever thoughts that keep on coming in our mind, they are all being projected from the subconscious mind and the various conditioning that has gone into this whole system of what we call it as a human being. So in other words, all our life is nothing but a projection of the informations that we have accumulated. That means we are only processing those information, and then we keep on acting based on that, unconsciously going through various kind of emotions without even knowing that what thought we are processing and what emotions we are going through. And then we suffer throughout the life in one form or the other, or sometimes there is a petty pleasures that also we get. So what is important here is that this whole life is a manifestation of all this information that has been stored. Hence it is extremely important to understand what the mind is all about, and this concept will become very handy for us to understand how the mechanism of happiness happens. So I hope this session was quite useful to you, and look forward to see you soon in other videos. God bless you. Take care.